So this is a min-max of a sequence, which I guess shouldn't be too hard. I'll just kind of sketch out in my head what I think I have to do here. So I have to have something that reads in a value. And then when I see 0, I'm going to send a value to the left, to the right, to the down, and then to the right. And that's the signal to the right is going to tell it, write your minimum value down. And then this node will keep its minimum value. This node will keep the maximum value. Alright, so let's see how this works. Here I have to check if it's 0 as well, because I need to send the 0 down. How do I guess I don't have to worry about this stuff since I have to always check for 0. I'll pass the 0 in here. It'll split the value off into 2 chambers. Actually, I'll probably just have it do these 2 nodes here. So it's just going to pass the values down. And then when they see 0, they will swap actually, I do need something kind of to keep track of the min, so I'll probably keep the min in the back. But it makes it very difficult to compare against the current value. So I might just send the value down twice. So I can swap the thing in, do a subtraction, and if the value I have, I subtract by the new value. So if I have 77 and I get a 20, I subtract and it's greater than 0, then I want to keep my current value, so I'll store the next value that I get read in. Otherwise, I'll just swap, and then my back will become my current minimum again. So let's see how that works out. Also, if the value is 0, I'm only going to send it once, just to simplify things. So yeah, my plan here is if it's 0, then I want to swap my back in and send that down. In the future, I can move these nodes down to here. So for now, these will just be moved up to down, up to down. And this node always has to send the value to the right. It has to send it right twice, because I want to make the same guarantees as the other one. Ooh, but I don't want to pipeline install this here. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be, I'll have to think about that, but for now, I'll let the max compute first before I compute the min. Let's see how it goes. But I don't want to set it twice right if it's a 0. So I should only do that when I know it's not 0. I'm going to solve the max case first, actually, because this thing's going to be blocked on it anyways. So I'm going to move the value into the ACC. If it's not 0, then I need to just comment here. So it's not 0. I need to see how it relates to the previous value that I have stored in the back. So I'm going to do that by swapping and then saving. Oh, I can't do that. No, swap will bring my previous min. Oh, that's not great. I'm going to use the nodes above and the side as memory units for now. So I'm going to write a value into it, and then it'll immediately just write the value back down. So the next time I read from it, it's the value I previously put in there. So I'm going to use it as like a one node storage bay. So I'm going to take my previous min and write it up to there so I can recover it later. So here, if I have a value, so I took my previous maximum, and if I subtract the new value from it, and it yes. So if I'm gonna compare it to the previous one. If I subtract with the new value, so if new, or how does sub work? It subtracts ACC from that, so ACC is new. So that's priv max minus new. And if that's greater than 0, then my previous max was better. Otherwise, the new value is better. In which case I can just swap into the back, and then, or just leave it and it's fine, because the back is now my new lowest, or new greatest value. Yeah, then it's Actually, I don't. What? Oh. Commas be commas. I'm used to it. And we'll keep doing it. Right. Distracted by the commenters. So if that's the case, I actually just need to jump back to the start and read in the next new value. Otherwise, I need to store the new value. Oh, but before I do that, I do have to read the value out of the top to nil. Just ignore the previous value because the new one's better. And then just jump S. And now if I need to store the other one, it's move up into ACC, and then you just save that, and then jump S. I don't know, that's probably not going to work, but I don't know. Let's just take a look. Alright, so that's the opposite of what I wanted. The value was not greater than 0. So the new value was way higher. And so I moved my stored value into it and saved it over, which is not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to change that to less 0. And try again. Let's forget about out I for now. Wait, that node's screwing me up here. Oh, I forgot to jump back to start. That's why that screwed up. My double send thing is kind of messing up here too, because I'm setting 77 again. Because the min calculator is going to need it, but I don't need it when I'm currently testing my max math here, so. Alright, so the 20 now compared to 77. So swap it, store the previous 77, subtract that. It's not bigger, so I move my 77 back and save it and jump back. So that's good. That's working as intended. And now it's waiting for the next thing. 44 or 41 here coming in. Does the same thing. 77 will be saved. Read in the 56. 77 gets saved. And then the 77 comes in. Doesn't matter what it does. And then here comes the 0. So it's equals 0. Send the 77 down. Oops. Oh, right, because I put the 0 down. But the 77 was correct. When I do that, though, I have to clear the value. I'm not doing that currently. I'm out of space, so I have to get rid of these comments, but whatevers. I'm thinking, when you reset the value, 0 works for max, but it doesn't say what the range of the values is. So I'll have to just put like 9,999 into the value for the min, so the first value becomes the min. Alright, so the max is working. Hooray! Now the min. Oh, that sucks. I have to actually put a 9,999 into back first. So that's so many instructions. Stupid. It's weird that that wasn't an error to the, because usually for everything else there's like an error. But 9,999 is not a value that can go in there. It's only 3 digits. So 999 is the max. It's gonna be a problem. I don't have enough space to do this. This sucks. Now I have to refactor a bunch of this node into something else, into the other nodes. And the node beside it's based on the behavior that this one does. So that sucks. So like I had this like clock signal so that when after I've summed the 3 digits, it sends the value back up to the starts before it reads the next one in. And then I had this thing on the side that kind of just like pre-populated some values. So I used any here. It's super hacky. But every other way I did it, like I couldn't populate it without like it being stupid. And then I had to synchronize it with this thing, otherwise like the values just roll through and yeah. there's a lot of stalling in this thing, and so as you expect, it doesn't do too well in histograms, but it's correct. Yeah, I know. This is like, I just wanted to get done with this puzzle so I can move on. It's not great. I'll come back to it later, but yeah. So yeah, I've currently done the first 2 rows, and then I'm working them sequentially. So yeah. I don't know what to do for this one, for that middle node. How could it only work half the time? That doesn't make any sense. Like, the inputs are always the same, so how does it only work half the time? Ah. Alright. I guess the idea is I actually split this middle node into a thing that just feeds both sides, and then I basically copy this thing and use the up thing here as my memory bank, and then basically copy this code into here, change a few things, and then it's basically, I just have to move the value around it, and then I just have to figure out how to greater. I guess every time I see a 0, I'll just send 999 to the side. Now I have to like refigure out how my center thing here, how this code worked. Basically, it's going to read the value in. If it's 0, it's only going to send once. Every other number, it's going to send the value again to the other people. Which is basically what my top thing is doing. So I can replace my top node with an up, just send straight down. Hate wasting a node like this, but kind of gotta have to just solve it. Alright, so I got the right working again. Now the problem is I just need to send, whenever I see a 0, I need to send 999 to the left. Damn, I need to think of something here, because the 0 is always there, so it's always the smallest. And I can't, like, set it to 999 unless I'm specially doing it, which I can do because every time I see 0, I just set it to 999. Okay, I don't need to send 999, I just send it myself. Instead of, yeah. The first one's going to be wrong, I think. Nope, I need to back it, I think. So, but I need to do this the first thing, which sucks. Oops. Oops. Sav, that's what it is. Alright, now I just need to figure out how to get more lines. I know I can have my memory thing send 999 down as the first value, and then from then on everything else will work. It's silly, but it'll work, I think. How is there one mistake? Come on. So I'm breaking if the first value is the minimum. Oh, because I'm erasing whatever the first value is with whatever they give me first. So why am I doing that? Oh, because the value is still 0, not 999, even though I want to insert it there. That's not how it works. Urgh. I just need one more line so that I could insert the jump at... Oh, never mind, I don't need the jump at the end, because it'll automatically loop around. I don't even need the label. And then when I read the 0, it'll loop to the top. Hurrah! Still a lot of nodes. Wow, someone did this in like 5 nodes. Not kind of off, just a little bit off average. That's cool though.